My father's name was Uichi Yamane. He came from Yamaguchi Prefecture in Japan. When my father came to Hawaii, he liked the weather. The people were friendly, so he decided to stay.
In 1896, Uichi Yamane left Yamaguchi Prefecture in southern Japan to seek work in Hawaii. He arrived with $1 in his pocket. He was part of a mass migration of over 250,000 Japanese to the United States that took place from 1885 to 1924. When Uichi arrived in Hawaii, there were about 60,000 Japanese there, comprising the largest ethnic group, 40% of the population. Eventually, this group of Japanese immigrants and their children would overcome barriers of language, racial prejudice, and economic discrimination to change the course of U.S. history. The Hawaii that Uichi Yamane found was unlike any other place in the world. The English explorer James Cook had come across the Hawaiian archipelago in 1778, leading to colonization and disease that eventually killed off most of the native population. American missionaries established a foothold, and land was seized to develop labor-intensive agricultural plantations, not unlike those in the southern United States before the Civil War. But instead of slaves, they brought in low-paid workers, mostly from Asia. Workers came from many nations, such as Portugal and China, but eventually plantation owners turned to the Japanese. In Japan, many were eager for jobs in Hawaii. Unique among immigrants to the United States, the Japanese government closely monitored their workers in Hawaii. They negotiated with the planters to establish work contracts and included Japanese women in order to maintain a strong, peaceful, and permanent Japanese community. By the end of the 1800s, when Uichi arrived, Hawaii was in turmoil. In 1893, with the help of United States troops, the white plantation owners overthrew the sovereign nation of Hawaii, creating a republic to clear the way for annexation by the United States. The islands were run by a handful of families of missionary descendants known as the Big Five, and sugar was king.
In the 19-teens and 20s, you had federal investigators who come and call Hawaii the closest thing to a feudal kingdom that they have seen. I mean, it's really run by a very small group of people. The white supremacist kind of ideology was strong enough that the plantation owners and managers, I believe, prohibited white folks from actually entering manual labor on the sugar plantation. They didn't want to muddy the waters there and show people of color that white people could be doing work like that.
The people of color in Hawaii called the whites haulis, which in Hawaiian means no breath or without a spirit inside.
Up until and through the war, here in Hawaii, society was vertically structured, with the haulis on top, everybody else strung out, and the step ladder below. At some rung, Japanese are somewhere over here. And they all grew up to know their place. They had a place, and society put them in their place, and they knew it.